Hi, it's Ange, and you're listening to Divinely Connected. This is your daily message for Thursday, May 11th. So, we have a few things coming in with this energy, and it does feel a little bit conflicting. You may feel like you're waking up and your heart's not matching your head, or you're just feeling a little bit off. Maybe you didn't sleep great last night. Maybe you're having a little inspiration and motivation hangover from yesterday. There is this feeling of proceed with caution, proceed with compassion. There's the word compassion. Understanding that we're going to have high days energetically and we're going to have low days energetically, and they are both for your highest good. Think of low days as recoup days, as refill days. Okay. There is a little bit of a sting coming in today as well. So whether we're hurting our own feelings or we're having our feelings hurt or we're feeling slightly rejected, there is this feeling of feel what it is that you need to feel, but then ask yourself, is where's the intent? Because there is this feeling of they intentionally did this or I'm intentionally hurt. Um, but you know, there isn't that backup energy around that. So there does seem to be, um, I would say some innocence. Well, let's say lack of malicious intent. Okay. So oftentimes, especially when we are hurt, we do take it on as our own. When the person who hurt us may have been oblivious to it, or that they're struggling so deeply in their life that they cannot see how their efforts or actions or lack of affect us. Okay. So remember that when people's words or actions, it is always a reflection of them. And I know that we say this and we hear it, but sometimes, but when we're in it, it hurts. And it's hard to remember that. And, our ego loves to kick up and loves to say, they did this to me on purpose because they think that that I don't deserve enough or I'm not worthy enough or whatever long list the ego wants to hurt us about. Right. So there is some communication that needs to come in with this, whether this is talking to yourself and having yourself process and allowing yourself to feel what it is that you need to feel, and then challenge it and show up for yourselves in those ways, whether we need to have a communication with them and say, hey, this is how this made me feel. Or it is, maybe we need to ring up our therapist and be like, listen, I need some help working through this, or talking to your bestie or your soul sissy, or however this comes in. So there is this sense of action and communication that does need to come in within this experience as well. This is a little bit of a wake up call, is almost how they bring it in as well, and just a little bit of a reset, and I think that is important moving forward. And it does feel a little bit, I don't wanna say triggering, but it does feel like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot." Like, sometimes when we're so, empathic and we're so, wanting the best and wanting to see the best in people, we have to realize that people can only show up for us in the way from where they are at, right? And that is a collective experience of their own life lessons, their own limiting beliefs, their own traumas, their own level of consciousness, right? They can't love us in the ways that we need to be loved because they're just barely getting by themselves. So there is a little bit of this mulling over. And remember, this does not mean to proceed without boundaries. This is to give you that understanding that other people's words and actions or lack of is a reflection of where they are at and who they are, and not a reflection of your deservingness or your worthiness. So if you're feeling like the wind has been taken out of your sails today, remind yourself that. Give yourself that compassion and time to process and to refill your cup and to lick your wounds, because we do need to do that. We this toxic positivity where you're just supposed to charge on and do the things and be the things and not care is just unrealistic. Right? We are here to have an emotional experience. So when your emotions come up, you need to process them. It's like whack-a-mole. If we don't process our emotions and we push them down, they're going to pop up somewheres inappropriate, usually, right? So just give yourself that benefit of the doubt and allow yourself to feel what it is that you need to feel. And you're going to get to a more balanced energy. All right. So I'm going to leave that with you. Come back tomorrow for your daily message.